Yeah. Look what he did, yeah.
I'm originally from Memphis, Tennessee. I grew up in the hood. Like, I grew up in the trap, like where they sold dope. Like, my neighbors were drug dealers, big drug dealers. I used to go play basketball every day with drug dealers. Like, I grew up like that. But when my parents split and I moved to the suburbs, I moved. It was in Memphis it was predominantly black. It was all black. When I moved to the suburbs, it was all white. When I went to the suburbs, I realized that nobody in the suburbs even would believe that people live the way we lived in Memphis. In their mind, in the bubble that they live in, that doesn't exist, and so they're raised being told that nobody lives like that, or they don't have to live like that.
I just struck a match. Gasoline, lighter, fluid, struck a match. I just struck a match. Gasoline, lighter, fluid. Fire.
The way that junior high school is going to change racism for just the future of our country is doing what they're already doing, which is listening to people who did not grow up like them, who doesn't look like them, who didn't have both parents growing up, somebody who grew up in a rougher era than they're growing up. The way that junior high and high school, what they are already doing, is what's going to change racism in the future. Now, what's going to help change it now is junior high and high school explaining to their parents, to their grandparents, those experiences that they're learning from people from different walks of life.
Okay, so I'm saying y'all starting to turn up right quick. Y'all starting to turn up. Make some noise. This side over here, make some noise. Okay, I need y'all over here. This side over here, make some noise. The middle. I need y'all to make some noise.
If you're in junior high or high school right now, you probably have a TikTok, you might have an Instagram, a Snapchat, you might have a friend that literally lives in Australia, you might have a YouTuber that you watch that lives in Switzerland. Because of this, you're learning the way people live in different places. You're growing empathy with with people from those walks of life, and it's showing you like what it's really like.
Had a wicked jump shot, yeah. So that kept me off the block, yeah. But I got love for the block, yeah. Cause it taught me this wicked jump shot. Most of us from a broken home.
A majority of America grew up in bubbles, and it wasn't intentional. It was just that they didn't have the same access. They couldn't go on YouTube, and so you have the responsibility is as you learn about different things, sit down with your parents and tell them what you learned, right? And sit down with your friends, bring your friends over, and have them tell their experience of what they've gone through. Because I personally believe that we have an empathy issue in our country. That's what I see when I move around. Nobody wants to empathize with somebody else's situation. And the reason that they don't want to empathize with that situation is not because they're trying to be mean. Your parents, your grandparents, they're not trying to be mean. They didn't have access. You have access. So use that access by educating your parents and helping them evolve.